Hey, what's up, people's Devontae back in the house. And today we're gonna have some uncomfortable conversations. It needs to be held from time to time, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all know me, and for the people that are new to this channel, like I like to speak my mind about things that I'm passionate about. Football, basketball, music, and even wrestling. Even wrestling to a T though. But yeah, I like to speak my mind and share my thoughts with y'all and start a dialogue. And y'all can come into the comment section, like share y'all opinions, share your thoughts. Just don't say some dumb shit or some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like that's the community that I'm building on this channel, and I'm still building. I'm still trying to get to 100 subscribers. Get your boy to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. Y'all know the mission. Help your boy out. Subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. And PJ's POV new episode just came out. Go check it out. With that being said, let's talk about it like Trick Williams. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan, as we know by now, just passed away yesterday. 71 years old, right? And when we talk about Hulk Hogan, it's a mixed reaction. You know, for the past few years or even longer, he tarnished his legacy with his actions and things regarding race, you know, the things we have heard, we have seen. Yeah, he really did a good job ruining his legacy, you know. But Hulk Hogan, he is a wrestling icon. Well, not even a wrestling icon. He is a icon. This guy transcended wrestling. When you look back at the 80s, right? When you look back at that time, Hulk Hogan was huge. He was huge. Hulk Hogan was big. Like, he transcended wrestling. He is a pop culture icon. And there's only 3 wrestlers that have come to my mind that are icons in pop culture, not just wrestling, in pop culture. Hogan, The Rock, and John Cena. You know what I'm saying? That those 3 transcended wrestling and became bigger than wrestling. Like, they're pop culture icons. And some people might say, oh, yeah, but what about Stone Cold? What about Batista? And I said, like, they're big though, but bigger than those 3 outside of wrestling? No, maybe Stone Cold, but not to the level of Rock, Hogan, and Cena. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hulk Hogan was that dude in the 80s though, especially in wrestling. Like him, Macho Man. You know, it was my father's time, of course. Like, I wasn't around, of course, for prime Hogan, but that, like, Hogan was big. Him, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant. They were larger than life figures, you know. And a lot of black people, from what I've seen, the discourse on Twitter, right, from OGs, right, from people older than me that seen Hulk Hogan, right. Hogan was like a hero to them. Hogan was a superhero to a lot of children or young dudes that watch wrestling. They were in awe of Hogan. They loved Hogan, you know? And Hogan's character, of course, like Hulk Hogan's character was, of course, like he was like a Superman. I talk about eat your vitamins and all that, and say your prayers, read your Bible, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was looking like Superman. Until it came out that he don't love niggas, that he don't love black people. He didn't like his daughter messing with a black man. And many other occasions, right? Many other occasions where we seen Hulk Hogan's racism. Not even too long ago. I think it was last year, right? Or this year, beginning of the year, right? When Hulk Hogan found out that he had a black woman working for his beer company and got fired after that. So when I saw the discourse on Twitter, right, or on YouTube for the people that were celebrating his death, right, I totally understand that. And for the OGs that looked up to Hogan, they were hurt the most because they were going to the extremes, all about, oh yeah, I spit on Hulk Hogan's grave, and oh yeah, I piss on his grave, rest in piss, all this stuff, right? Because they were heartbroken that their hero didn't love them like they loved him. It's kind of like, to me, there will be a similar situation to that when I find out John Cena don't like niggas. You know what I'm saying? And John Cena really associates himself with black culture because he loves hip hop culture. He's a hip hop head. I'm not talking about a casual hip hop fan, right? He is a hip hop head, right? That Dr. Thugonomics stuff, right? That wasn't just a gimmick. That was really him. He loved hip hop. He loves hip hop. He talking about, like an interview when they asked him what he listened to. He say, I listen to Nas, I listen to Black Moon, Smith & Wesson. And Black Moon, Smith & Wesson, we're talking about some real underground hip hop. Black Moon, Smith & Wesson. That's not Jay-Z or Future or Kendrick Lamar, Drake, you know, that's not Tupac, right? That's not the big names. That's really underground hip hop shit. You have to know that. You have to either be from that era, right, to know about Black Moon, Smith & Wesson, or be a hip hop head. John Cena's both, because he was, of course, like a teenager when they was out. Black Moon, Smith & Wesson. He talking about Onyx or stuff, and he talking about hip hop shit. He's a hip hop head. That will break my heart if John Cena comes out to, like, and says, "Oh yeah, I don't fuck with black people and stuff like, oh yeah," that will break my heart. Then he is a fucking culture vulture. Then he really just used us for a come up. Meanwhile, he makes songs with Freddie Fox, underground rapper. You have to know your hip hop to know about Freddie Fox. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be just like that. If that would be a similar situation, right? So I understand why black people, like, felt their way about Hogan's passing and their reaction. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that are new to my channel, for people who subscribe to me a long time, I already know. I've addressed it so many times. When it comes to blackness, right? Black culture, I am repping it 100%. I'm a mixed guy, right? But the people know me that, like, I have a black father from Suriname, right? A Creole dad. When we talk about Suriname is a country with a lot of mixed cultures. We got Indian culture, we got Chinese culture, Indonesian culture, the natives, right? And then black Creole culture, right? My dad is from the last one, right? And he raised me upon that from the day that I came out the womb, right? He raised me on Surinamese culture. My mom didn't really raise me on her culture because she wasn't raised on her culture, right? So I always consider myself black first because how I was raised with blackness, with black Surinamese culture. And I'm proud of rapping that. I'm proud of whatever it is in my blood, whether it's Jewish or Indonesian or white or black. I am proud of it, but I represent black first because that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? That that's how I consider myself a black man first. Even though I know I'm mixed, my skin is not fully black, but I consider myself black first because of that. And I'm proud of just blackness alone. I'm like, whether it's black American culture, black UK culture, African culture, regardless of what country in Africa it is, or even in South America, every culture that I see thriving, I am proud of it because I love to see black people do well. I love to see my people do well everywhere. I don't care where you're from. As long as you're doing good, as long as you're making moves that benefits not only you, but also the people, I salute that, you know. And I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my black family. And I'm mostly proud of my black wife, right? from the Caribbean. She's from the Caribbean, right? I'm mostly proud of her. That's why I'm gonna marry her, of course. You know, you know what I'm saying? So I love that. I love blackness, man. You know what I'm saying? And I totally understand where people are coming from when it comes to like saying fuck Hulk Hogan or stuff. I also understand if black people like still like feel, oh man, I'm sad because Hogan was my hero. I understand as well. But what I'm trying to say is like there are people that go, oh, how can y'all be like so? How can y'all be so rude and don't respect the dead? How are they speaking ill of the dead? It's because Hogan never loved us. So why should we show love to him? Now, if you ask me, right, I don't like to speak as like that ill about the dead. Sometimes I do. It depends on what you did as a person, right? What you did with your time on this planet. And for Hogan, it's kind of like mixed because I can see what he meant for wrestling, but he don't love me. He don't love my people. Till the day that he died, and he never apologized for it. So why should I like be sad that he passed? So my reaction was, I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. Hogan passed, okay, cool. That was me. I literally tweeted, right? I don't have much good to say about him, but yeah, he's a wrestling icon. Sad. It's sad, but at the end of the day, tough shit, you know? He didn't care for my people. He didn't like niggas. So that's where I'm at with it, you know? If people are more extreme with it or really outbundly celebrating and all stuff like this, that's them, you know? And I ain't mad at them. Let them do them. Because, you know, he didn't care for me. He didn't care for nobody that was black. You know, and even white people and other people might not only might be celebrating for other stuff like that, him associating himself with MAGA, being MAGA, right, and him being an asshole, right, or all the other stuff. Like it's not only like, listen, man, people like, of course, now like the racism was more upfront with it, like when it comes to like, oh yeah, why this is why people are celebrating. But let's not forget, Hogan was not a good person. In general, I'm not even talking about racism, just in general. He was just not a good person. That's why people are also celebrating, not because he is a racist, but because of like shit that I just named. Backstage politics, all this stuff. Like he made his bed, now he gotta lay in it. Like I said, he had the time that he spent on this earth, he chose to be a racist. He chose to be an asshole instead of like the persona that he was in the ring. And when I look at John Cena, when I look at like John Cena, he was also like Hogan in the ring, right? When in terms of like, oh yeah, he is Super Cena and all this stuff. But John Cena really is like that outside the ring. The stuff he does for children, for people that are ill and us, like, you know, he loves all people. He respects all cultures. Like John Cena really is Hogan, the character, but also as a person. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, all that stuff. That's Cena, but with some hip hop in him. You know, that's him. Meanwhile, Hogan, the character in the ring is is to be admired, but outside the ring. I just killed a fire. But outside the ring, it's a total different story, and that's sad to me. That's sad that you choose to play a character, right? That's so supposed to be respects everybody, every culture you respect, including black people. right? You know black people look up to you, but yet outside the ring, you choose to be something different. You choose to be an asshole. You choose to be a racist. You choose to be a narcissist. And that's a legacy outside the ring that you left behind. Inside the ring, I mean, some people never were fans of Hogan because like his wrestling was like not that great. I mean, the thing is with wrestling, right? I don't really care for like the most extravagant wrestlers that do all like tricks and flicks and all stuff. Like Hogan, to me, he could sell a show just because of like his charisma. Not only his charisma, but like the way he could like entertainment and I could sell a move and all stuff like that. You know, but I never really was a fan of Hogan anyway. But I can see why he was that big. No, you don't have to be like Eddie Guerrero or something like that, or Ray Phoenix. Like you don't have to be. I'm saying those Chris Jericho's or like that, like the technical wrestler like Kurt Angle. No, but it is what it. Like, this is what it is, man, Hulk. And it's sad. That's why I tell people the time you spend on this earth, use it wisely because life is too short. Life is too short. You cannot be a perfect. Yeah, like nobody's perfect. Let's get that out the way. Nobody is perfect. But if you choose to be like a piece of shit, that is your choice. But you can always like do better. Unless you really like go to the extreme like murder, rape, and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That to me is extreme, or like a dictatorship and all this stuff. That to me is very, very really extreme though. Racism to me like comes from a place of ignorance. Hogan was just ignorant, but willingly. It wasn't like Hogan was like, oh yeah, no, he was willingly, and that to me is the worst. Like you know you're wrong, but you don't care. You don't give a fuck, and that to me is the worst. When you just willingly want to be a narcissist, want to be an asshole, want to be a racist because you don't care. You only care about yourself. You have no compassion whatsoever. Yeah. It is what it is, people. Hogan's gone, but I'm not mourning. And to be honest, I don't really care. And we move on. You know what I'm saying? And for my brothers and sisters, right, that are celebrating or still celebrating, right? I totally get it, you know, and I really don't mind. I understand it. It is what it is. And for the people that don't understand it, I don't expect y'all to understand because either you're not black or don't even have a black bone in you, or you're still attached to the character that was Hulk Hogan, right? It's a little childhood sentiment or whatever, right? Or you a fucking coon. And with that being said, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Out.